greetings, grand rising, amazing, abundantly, astonishing, but most importantly, what beautifully blessed people that will come on. Holy man, another beautiful week to mark the end of this beautiful month. And yeah, we're just gonna keep doing it big, man. We're just gonna keep doing it you know, uh, the way of independence of thought. You get them amazing, blessed for them. Come on. I pray today's beautiful message of the day finds you beautiful people in spirits of joy, in spirits of greatness, in spirits of gratitude, spirits of love, spirits of confidence. You get me? You know, spirits of entitlement, man. At this point, you're entitled to greatness, you're entitled to, to excellence, you're entitled to each and everything you desire and each and everything you envision coming your way. You get my amazing bliss with them, you know? And without further ado, let's get right into our principle of the day today. We'll try and make this quick because, yeah, it's a Monday and man, Mondays go like this. You get me? Mondays is the day to just get a hold of the week ahead. You get me? Amazing bless for them. So nonetheless, without further ado, our principle of the day today is master your mind, because a single thought can either ruin a day or rebuild a life. Master your mind, because one thought, just one like this, Uno, Moya, you get me? you know, can you know ruin your day or rebuild the life. What do we mean by that? This goes in tandem with our core principle: think for your beautiful selves. You get amazing bless for them. You know, master your mind, because your mind is where your reality gets created. You know, your physical reality. Everything in the mind ends up reflecting itself in your outer world, in the physical world. So the point here we're making is learn to control what gets in your mind. Don't let any ideas or everyone's opinions or whatnot get in your mind. You get me? Of course, listen, but this is the point where you remember in school when teachers used to be like, "Oh, you're the type of person who one info gets into one ear and gets into the other." This is when that's important now. In school, maybe, yeah, that wasn't the way to go, but right now there are times when you should just do that. Listen in one ear, let it fall out through the other without having to settle inside your beautiful mind. You get me? You know? Your mind might not be as shiny as me see through, but you get me nonetheless. Anyway, master your mind, because a single thought can ruin a day. You get me? You know? A negative thought could start as just a negative thought and then end up costing you a beautiful day, costing you a beautiful week. You get me? You don't wanna end this beautiful month on a negative note. You wanna do everything on a positive note. You get me? Power doesn't have to be tough or whatnot. Nah, power is kind, man. You're powerful just the way you are. You get me? You don't have to play tough. You don't have to, try to see, try to, what do you call it? Visualize negativity or, yeah. Power just, power ripples itself or multiplies itself through acts of kindness towards yourself mainly, you know. So, of course, things that will happen that you might hear or see that might not sit right with you, but do not let them take control over your mental. Do not let them lead you to internalizing them and start. Because the thing is that, yeah, what you focus on multiplies. Like neuro knowledge says, where attention goes, energy flows. Where attention goes, energy flows. So you don't want your attention to be on the negative stuff. You don't want your attention to be on the self-limiting thoughts, on the you want yourself to be thinking empowerment. You want yourself to be thinking, you know, progress. You want yourself to be thinking just happy thoughts. You get my amazing verse for them. Now let me get into a few words that the team has for us in regards of that. You get me? Individuality begins with mental discipline. You cannot claim freedom while entertaining thoughts that sabotage you. You cannot demand confidence while rehearsing doubt. Exactly that. You can't speak confidence out loud I know the tongue is powerful, but the tongue is guided by the mind, you know. So whatever you say is what you're thinking. You get me? You know, even if so you might say confident stuff and you might, speak out, empowering stuff. But if your mind is not aligned with your mouth, it's your mind governs most of it. You get me? You know, your mind assisted by your heart. You get me? Amazing, best for that. You know, inclusivity depends on mental maturity too, and controlled thoughts leak into behavior, into reactions, into assumptions about others. Many conflicts are born from unchecked narratives. Ask yourself slowly, what thought patterns do I repeat without question? What story do I tell about myself when things go wrong? What beliefs do I protect even when it weakens me? You get my amazing best with them. The mind is rehearsal space for reality. The mind is rehearsal space for reality. One thought can ruin a day, but one disciplined thought can rebuild direction. Master your mind, everything else follows. On that note, you stay blessed, stay loved, stay loving. Have a beautiful week ahead, and most importantly, think for your beautiful selves. One love, my good people there.